Hey everybody, it's Seth Jones, editor-in-chief of Golfdom Magazine. Today I'm talking to my old friend Troy Flanagan. He's the director of golf course maintenance at the Olympic Club. He was the host superintendent of the 2012 U.S. Open and 2021 U.S. Women's Open, and this week he's hosting the 2025 U.S. Amateur on both the lake and the ocean courses. Hey Troy, how's it going?
Hey, I'm doing well. How are you, Seth?
Real good, thanks. Real good. Thanks for taking some time. I know you guys are plenty busy, but I guess my first question is just I've had the pleasure of being out there several times, playing the course a couple times. One of these days, my dream is to play an easy course with you, so you can see that I'm not as awful of a golfer. That course always eats me alive. But what is it about the Olympic Club and your 218s out there that make it such an ideal environment for an event like the U.S. Amateur?
Yeah, it really is, and you're right, Seth. The lake course, the one that's hosted the five men and one women's open, it's a brute. It is tough. You really shouldn't lose a golf ball on the course, so it's not that kind of course. It is just there's hardly any straight holes. Everything is dog leg left, dog leg right. You have to shape the hole, shape the ball. If it's a dog leg left, like number four is a great example, you have a fairway that's pitched hard left to right, but the hole goes up and to the left. So, you have to hit a draw into that fairway to hold the fairway. And then the next hole, it's opposite. So, these guys and gals that come out that are long hitters, it really throws them off. They really have a tough time figuring out how to play the golf course. So it's really unique challenge. And then the ocean course, which actually has no views of the ocean, used to many years ago, back in the 1920s. Most of the holes were out by the ocean, but we're on a huge sand dune, so those holes all shifted and moved. So we had to move all the holes to the eastern side of a main road. And so, anyways, but the ocean course, it's a more friendly golf course. It's still really fun. Our members love playing it. It's 400 yards shorter, but it's one of those that just is one of those that if you play well, you'll score well. Where at the lake course, you might play well, but it's hard to score well.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you said that. I mean, it's not just me that struggles out there. That place it
Yeah.
eats golfers alive. What about I know Gil Hanse was out there doing some work, and anything you want to kind of, obviously we've seen the course since, with the U.S. Women's Open, but anything you kind of want to spotlight for the superintendents who might be checking it out, the things that you guys have done recently?
Yeah, so that we opened the golf course post Gil Hanse renovation in September of 23. So it was actually after the Women's Open. So this is the first time the world gets to see the post renovation. And Gil's philosophy on his historical renovations is essentially put it back the way the dead guys did it, get it back to the way that really the architect intended it to play, and he did a phenomenal job of that. I mean, I absolutely love what he did. He kind of got the golf course a set back down. It used to be the bunkers were draped up over the greens; those are back down. You can see the putting surfaces from the fairway most of the time when he wants you to. It's going to be great. The greens are bigger than they used to be. We used to have the second smallest greens on the U.S. Open rotation behind Pebble Beach, and that's not the case anymore. They're a fair amount bigger, but they were back in the 1920s when they designed it. So I think you're going to see a golf course that is going to challenge these best amateurs in the world, and I can't wait to see it. I really can't.
Good. Talk to me about how's the crew? Are you getting some volunteers to help out, and what kind of support do you have from your local guys?
Yeah, actually, I really put out the word to the local superintendents, assistants, and some friends in the vendor side of things to come out and help. So I had a really nice response. Uh, so that I'm very appreciative of that. I think I have about 15 people coming from out of town, but the schedules are all varying. It's a very strange championship. You have 9 days instead of typical seven. The first 4 days are very intense. Front nine, back nine starts on each golf course. So I need four groups of people all doing the same jobs. So four sets of cup cutters, fairway mowers, tee mowers, so on and so forth. And then when we get to the fifth day, it all goes to the first tee of the lake course. So it really my need for a lot of volunteers really drops off as the week goes on. So that, and then I also have, it was really cool, worked with the Irish Greenskeeper Association, and they had, I guess I'll call it a contest. People, I don't know if I wasn't really part of this part of it, but they asked their association if anybody's interested, and then they did some kind of application, and they selected the two best, and they're coming over here. John Deere is paying for the flights over, and we're paying for everything else. They're
Wonderful.
coming over, so that's going to be fun. Really exciting to have those two guys here.
That's great. That's great. So, Troy, let me. I want to look at whenever you hear good things, you guys share it eventually, and I'm glad that we connected because I just got to tell you how often the 2021 U.S. Women's Open and the Women in Turf program that I believe was started at your place that you
Yeah.
started has come up in conversation. As a matter of fact, in my upcoming cover story, which is not out yet, it'll be in your mailbox soon. It came up again in that story, and I just hear about it in my travels so much. How does it feel for you to know that that's something that kind of got it started out there at Olympic Club and it's really kind of gained steam and now a lot it's kind of created this this uprising of
Yeah.
women in turf who really are trying to make their presence known and that they look back to the Olympic Club and they still tip their cap to you even if you're not in the room.
Yeah. I really appreciate it. It's probably the single thing I look at in my career that really, I shouldn't say a single thing, but the thing I have the most pride's not the right word, because I had an idea. I worked with Kimberly Gard from Syngenta. She was a partner in this whole thing. We made it happen, and I don't think either of us really knew what was going to happen with this. I was thinking it was going to be pretty awesome for the 7 days that the women in turf were here, but what it has become, and what the core women that started this, and all the women that have come into this, what has happened since then. I mean, I just, every time I look at it and I see, women now on fairway mowers and advertisements, and just every single thing. GCSA has their symposium each year. All these different things are just really cool, Seth. And I'm not taking any credit for this. It was just an idea. It was something that I thought was cool, but at the same point, we kind of nailed it from the start. We did it the right way. Put a lot of effort. Kimberly and I did into it to make it great. We had a couple of huge sponsors that helped us with. Rainbird was also a big partner in this, along with Syngenta. We couldn't have done it without them. And like I said, we did it right from the start. And then all these other golf courses each year have stepped up for the Women's Open. And then, really other U.S. Opens have also jumped in and had as many women as they can come in. So, not as they can, but I mean, they organize different things as well. So it's fun. It's really fun to see what's happening, and our industry needs it. We need as many people as possible, and the women kick butt out here. So it's long overdue.
Good, good. Well, congrats, and I hope you'll check that out because it was pretty cool to know that I kind of knew what they were talking about, having my knowing you for as long as I have and whatnot. So, but Troy, thanks for the update and best of luck for the U.S. Amateur. We look forward to watching on TV
All right. Thanks, Seth.
for sure. Everybody, one more time. This is Troy Flanagan. He is the director of golf course maintenance at the iconic Olympic Club in San Francisco. I'm Seth Jones. Thanks for watching us here on Golfdom TV. Thanks, Troy.